Hey everybody, welcome back to Competitive Solutions, their Visuant 5.0 Users Conference. It's been incredible, and now I get to spend some time talking with Marcello Inselli with Teijin Automotive. Did pretty good, huh? Yeah. Got it all right. Look at that. Look at that. I interviewed Matt before, and that's where I learned Teijin.
Gotcha.
Yes. So I understand you are like a power user with Visuant.
Yeah, absolutely. I was given kind of the rings to it when I originally started and have kind of run with it as we use it as our main source of accountability across our 13 North American plants.
Excellent. Well, tell me, what is your role? What is your title? And what exactly do you do for Teijin?
So I work in, my job title is OpEx leader. So it's operational excellence. What we do is kind of take our business strategy and we try to roll it out through the plants. Some of our main goals is to standardize how we operate, how we report data, and define how we win or lose.
All right, sounds great. So tell me, when you started with Teijin, were they already using Visuant or was it new for you? Did you bring it in new?
Yeah, so when I originally started, we kind of already had Visuant. However, it was kind of not kept up very well, so every plant was running different metrics. There weren't many standards defined. Well, perhaps they were defined, but they weren't enforced. So, yeah, ever since I started over 2 years ago, we have had Visuant.
And was it part of your job to standardize everything across the different plants with Visuant?
Yeah, absolutely. I worked with our VP of Operations now, Wayne Meyer, and he kind of set forth our strategic goals and vision of what Visuant is going to be used for. And I've been kind of running with it and getting things done, I guess you could say, to get to the standard level that we desire.
Well, tell me this, before we talk about Visuant 5.0, what have you seen the benefits of Visuant over the last 2 years that you've been there, from like the first week or few months when you were there to where you are today?
Yeah, I would just say, just to see the buy-in across all 13 plants that we have, it's been a great tool for us to track some of the major metrics that we have in our business. As you know, business has changed over the last couple of years, and also I would say the biggest thing is the connectivity and accountability that we hold each other to within the system.
Excellent. So let's transition into 5.0. What do you think about it so far?
Yeah, I mean, just looking at some of the things that really pop out to me would be the dashboards. That's one of the things that we lack in right now because of the time it takes to create them. And yeah, I think I'm super excited for all the updates that are coming. It's going to make the system a lot easier for people to understand and use, so I'm pumped.
What other features? You mentioned the dashboard. Are there any other of the new features coming out that you're like, yeah, I needed that?
Yeah, I think some of the reports that we had, for example, there was one report that took data from multiple scorecards and kind of rolled it up that were connected. So, yeah.
Very cool. Now, you are part of, there's about 50 or so people here, all Visuant users. What has this experience been like for you? Like, what are you learning?
Yeah, it's been a really positive experience for me. I've met a lot of the competitive solution folks already in person, but to kind of see other companies that use Visuant and how they use it has been really valuable for myself to take back to Teijin.
Yeah. What's one thing that you're going to take back?
So I've talked with a couple of people, and I've looked at some of their dashboards and what they're doing to manage their manufacturing facilities. So I'm taking back some notes that I have, some things that we can roll out with Teijin.
Very cool. Now, what would you say are some of the biggest benefits that Visuant and the PBL method have brought to Teijin? I know you've been there 2 years, but in 2 years you've learned a lot. What are some of the biggest benefits that you've seen from it?
The biggest benefit in my mind is the accountability aspect. So a little background on Teijin is that we kind of grew really fast as a company. And so we took on a lot of business, and it kind of slowed down our connectiveness with the corporate office and our overall strategic vision. So using Visuant to kind of connect the dots has been a big win for us.
Cool. So one last question for you, Marcello, is somebody's out there watching this and they're not currently using Visuant, they're considering it. What would you say to them?
I would say for them to call them up and just see what they offer for you guys as a company or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. People get, I think, a little confused on what Visuant can be used for, but you can kind of tailor it to what your needs are as a business, and it definitely helps.
Cool. I lied. I got one other question for you, if you don't mind. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I hear Shane, their CEO of Competitive Solution, use the terms there's software and there's thoughtware. I think that thoughtware piece is really, really brilliant. What does that mean to you inside of Teijin?
Yeah, so the thoughtware, that's one of the pieces I think that Teijin is missing is the thoughtware. There are a ton of people that have been exposed to the software itself, but you really got to get the background and understand what the software was created for. And so I think that's why their whole philosophy is something that everyone should learn before they get to the software side.
Very cool. Thank you for that, Marcello. I really appreciate you joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'll let you go back and join everybody else now.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much. And everybody, I'm Brandon Lee with the Competitive Solutions marketing team. And thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you on the next episode.